So probably read 9 pages is important. So circle and highlight. And it says every day. So that's important information. And then he thinks it'll take him 38 days to finish it. So that's important information. So we have 9 and we have 38. But then there's a second part to this. The second part, so we have part 1. You take your pencil and kind of draw a little box around it. The second part says he's also reading a book about volcanoes. He plans to read 4 pages of that book every day. So 4 pages every day until it's finished. And he thinks it'll take about 13 days, so we will highlight 13 days to finish it. So now we have this part of the problem. So we have a part 1 and a part 2. And the question says, how many pages does Lance have to read in total? And total is probably a good vocabulary word to highlight. Okay? And then this part we are going to do tomorrow, because this is a long problem. We're going to kind of break it up. So the bottom part we're going to do tomorrow. So what I would like for you to do is question number 1 on your question problem solving strategy sheet. It says, what do you know about this problem? So tell your shoulder partner what facts you know about this problem.
I know that he's doing times, and I know that there's going to be that he wants that Lance wants to read 9 pages, and he thinks it'll take him 38 days.
You should have said something like, Lance wants to read 9 pages of one book every day for 38 days, and then he wants to read 4 pages every day of another book for 13 days. That's what we know. Okay? Now, what are we trying to find out? What is the question asking us? What are we trying to find out? Carter?
The total amount of pages that I read.
Yes, the total amount of pages in all. So I want you, with your shoulder partner, to tell this story, this word problem, with your shoulder partner in your own words. Age, you go first.
Okay, so Lance wants to read a book that has 9, that he wants to read 9 pages every single day, and he thinks that it'll take 38 days until he finishes the book, and he's reading this other book. He's going to read 4 pages every single day, and he thinks that it's going to take 13 days to finish it.
Okay, give me 5. You should be finished telling it in your own words to your partner. Now the next question says, what would you do to represent with a picture, chart, or table? Is there anything that we could do to our problem solving when we are solving it that we would draw in a picture form or a chart? Akil?
Well, we could, but I don't think you want us to do it. But we could use the partial products box.
Okay, yeah, you could use your partial products box. Good. So you could draw a picture with like maybe base 10 blocks, or you could use your partial products box. So yes, that is a strategy that you can use. Okay, so what I want you to do is stand up behind your chair. We are going to get in our partners, so whenever you hear the music stop, give a high five. Make sure you give your greeting. What's a greeting you can say when we get in our partners? Ellie? Good morning. I'm so glad I'm your partner. Okay, and then you're going to solve both parts of the problem. Okay, come up with your answer. And then we're going to change one more time and check to see if your answer matches your partner's and see what strategies you're going to compare your strategies.
Good morning.
So we have 2 parts, right?
So Lance wants to read 9 pages of his favorite until it is. Next, it will take him 38 days to finish the book. Lance is reading a book about volcanoes. He plans to read 4 pages of that book every day until it is finished. He thinks it will take him 13 days to finish. How many pages does Lance have to read in total? Show your solution strategy. Explain the steps you took to solve the problem. What is a reasonable estimate for a solution? So this, well, you probably have to do 38 times
2 plus 2 is 4.
9,
3. 394. That's our answer.
Okay, do you need any help?
Yes. Okay, done. Put your units and then we're done.
So,
So, let's check this one. 32. What's 40 plus? No, let's do this one more time. We have
what's 40 plus 50?
394.
What's 4 plus
minus
5?
52. Hold on. 394
Yep,
minus
it's 90.
so 392. So 4 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 4. And so that means this is correct because if we got this number back, that's correct.
5. Just want to check in with you. What operations are we doing? You can tell me what operations we're doing. Are we doing one, more than one? What are we doing? Who wants to share? Ben, Al? We're doing multiplication on both of those parts, and then we're doing addition. You have to add both of those together to get the total amount. So you should be doing multiplication using any strategy you want, and then you're adding the two to get the total. Okay, clap twice if that's what your group decided. Okay, good job. Keep working.
yeah. No, 4 times 12 equals 4 times 3 equals 12, so 40 plus 12 equals 52. So now to add 52, so we're gonna add 302 plus 52. That will be 372. But I got to do 9 times 8. Good job. 8 times 9.
3 times 13. How about that? Right method.
How are y'all coming? Almost finished? Yeah. How are y'all coming? You already finished? Starting with 4, yes.
12 pages.
Awesome. We're working this quickly.
I did it back here. You have to write that 2 tens. I have 207. I will take that one. Where 270 plus 2. Where did you get the 52? Yeah, when you do. Oh, this? I forgot to. I couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish the problem. This is whoa, I need to write that down. Hold on, turn it over. I can't see. Because I not spell I don't know how to spell myself. 13. Now this is really confusing.
So,
No, she shouldn't be right.
well, during this time when I'm
So let's answer all. So now you are confusing him.
What strategy did you use? Partial products without the box? And you did with the box, okay? Okay, what did you get? You still working on it? Okay, keep going. And then did you figure out this part too right here? 4 times 13? Okay, so you can do that one right there. If you need more room, you can put them on that too.
Here.
Go back to your
Again.
Okay, I saw several different strategies that were used. If you used partial products without a box, you just use the numbers and the equations. I want you to go stand at the front of the room. Partial products without a box, you just use the equations. Huh? Okay, if you use partial products and you use the mat with the box, I want you to go stand at the back of the room. If you use the distributive property, go stand over there. Distributive property. And Akil, what did you use?
I couldn't tell what we used, but I didn't really understand what we used.
Did you just do the equation?
Yeah.
Okay, equations over here. If you already know the equation and the answer, then you can just do that. If you know 4 times 13, then you just write 4 times 13 and write the answer. Okay, so let's look around the room and see how we did. So this group used partial products with no box, just the equations, and you added them together. This group drew the box, and then you wrote the equations and you added them together. And this group didn't need to do partial products. They did not need to break it up. They just wrote the equation and then the answer, and then did you add your 2 answers? Okay, good job. You can go back to your seat. Now, I did notice that some of you got different answers. This is a long problem. The purpose of today was just to get through how we're going to solve it. What strategy are you going to use? Tomorrow, we're going to do the same problem. We're going to meet. We're going to talk about, on Monday, we're going to meet with your partner. Some of you got different answers. I'm going to give you time to figure out what you did differently. Whose answer is correct? Is either answer correct? And then we're going to do the second part where it says show your solution strategy, explain the steps. You know how we've been videotaping with our iPad of how to teach second graders to multiply 1 digit times 2 digit? We're going to do it again with this problem, but we're going to actually write out the steps. So that way when we give it to the second graders, they can watch the video and you'll have the steps that you use to solve the problem. Okay? So the one that we did this week was just kind of a little practice one. The other one we're going to do with this one, we're actually going to write out the steps and give it to them. So that way when you go teach it to them, then, yes, we're going to get with the second grade class, kind of like book buddies, but we do it like a math buddy. And then you'll actually get to teach it to them, showing your video and giving them the steps. All right, so just the purpose of this today was just to get our strategy down, work through the problem. This is a long one, isn't it? It's kind of hard. So Monday, we'll finish this up, get the correct answer, and then we'll start the bottom part where we write our steps and for the directions. So go ahead and close your